Hey, hi, baby Jose. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. How we hanging? How we hanging? Hi. Alrighty, guys. What is going on, guys? We're gonna wait a few minutes here to let people get into the stream, and then we're going to be going over some things. We got some pretty crazy things to talk about in these charts. All right. By that, I mean most of the market is completely uncertain, but guys, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. All right. What is good? What is good? You found the player. What is up? I just got out of work and yeah. All right, guys. I think we're good to go. Let's jump right into things. So guys, we're gonna hit it like a normal update today. I'm gonna run through things extremely quick here on like everything. We're gonna go, so I'm just letting you know, pay attention. All right, because we're going through really quick. What we're going to be spending a good amount of time is on Bitcoin stocks. All right, they are definitely set up to rip. We talked about it. We made them the focal point of the weekly update as well. Yo, straight up, I'm gonna go on a fucking rant today. Yo, real talk. I'll rant about all the fraud people. Yo, fraud people in one of our stores, straight up, they got set up. So I got FaceTime by the person who was setting this motherfucker up. Imagine thinking you're about to get a Pro Max, you're about to scheme on 2 Pro Maxes, all right? And then you turn around, the fucking cop is there. Oh my god, dude. There were literally 3 people who got caught for fraud today in the CT area. And it's just so funny that these motherfuckers' pictures were shared, like constantly shared. We're just like, oh, they're hitting up this store. And then boom, they're there. The person who called me like shows me the picture, shows me the person. He wore the same exact freaking clothes as in the picture that they took like 2 weeks ago. What are these people thinking? What are they thinking? All right, let's go off, guys. Let's go off. We're gonna run through the indices pretty quick. I will preface this by saying everything is freaking uncertain right now. We have a very uncertain look on most of the big boys, on the indices, on the FANG stocks, on the chip stocks. The only thing that I am certain about right now is Bitcoin, which you really shouldn't be certain on anything in the market. But you know, I think it's clear as day what's going on, and we thought it was clear as day before it actually happened. And now what we're talking about in the weekly update and last week, guess what? It's happening. Bitcoin is getting that continuation style move. And I'm liking it. All right. I'm liking it. Now, SPY, guys, we're going to start off here. We're just going to go over some levels. I'm going to point out, guys, you did get back above the daily 9. It doesn't mean a make or break. All right. It doesn't mean, oh, you're back above it, you're going to start going up. Oh, you're back below it, you're going to start dying. All I use it for, okay, is you are above it. Expect your bullish reactions here. You get underneath it, bad things happen. All right. Short term, bad things happen. Oh, you get back above it. You lost it over here. Bad things happen until you got back above it. You got back above it. Great things happen for the next 2 to 3 weeks in the short term. Got underneath it. You did absolutely nothing for a few days. Bad things kind of happened. You got it back above it. All right. You had one little fake out day, but guess what? Short term, good things happen. We could like continuously just play out this pattern. All right. Like it is a continuous freaking pattern. You're above it. You know the trend is still up. Short term, you're looking for the surprises to be to the upside. All right, right over here. You lost it. What happened? You reclaimed it here. All right, good things happen. So I want to just say that's all that really means. It doesn't mean we're just going to continue straight up from here. No, it does not. Because at the end of the day, we got these big tech earnings, and we have absolutely no idea which way they're going to bring us. All right, so support on SPY is 580.60, 578.54, 576.57, and 574.71. Resistance 581.71, 584.50, 586.12. Now I am just going to say, you know, my bias is still to the long side here. I think Goog, we have Goog earnings tomorrow. I think Goog is pretty much set up to go off of those earnings. Again, complete gamble there. We have absolutely no idea what's going to happen there, but you know, charts are certainly set up in one direction over the other. Over here on QQ, you are above the daily 9 again. All right. So you got back above it. And like, this is why, you know, I say uncertain times. I don't think there's really a crazy big reason here to spend too much time on these things. Don't drive yourself crazy, guys. Who freaking thought with me after this day right here that we are going to get that close overnight? All right. You had a 0.9% move. You got so close to taking out the upper wick of that candlestick within 0.15% and then didn't. All right. Like, these are things that make me think, hey, let's take a step back. I think you would be served well if you also thought, let's take a step back. What you cannot take a step back on is Bitcoin. What you can take a step back on is all the things that are just giving you uncertain ass signals. That is all I'm saying. All right. So QQQ, yeah, I'm looking for bullish things to happen over here, but you know, I don't know what's going to happen in the short term. This week, I really don't know. That's why we're going to do a live stream right now. All right, come down to 493.30. You got the daily 9 right over there. Expect buyers off of that level. Underneath there, support is going to be 491.19, then 488.41. We already know buyers are down here in the golden pocket, but if we revisit it, that's not going to be a good look at all. All right, which, you know, I'm just going to say these are big tech earnings. We're probably going to go to big 1 to 2% in one direction or the other one of these days. All right, I'm talking Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Those are your big earnings days. I don't actually think we got anything on Friday, which makes sense because it's Friday. All right. But, you know, Wednesday, into Thursday, or into Friday, we're expecting a 1 to 2% move. All right. Like, that's at least what I'm expecting. You guys can expect whatever you want. All right. Resistance 496.49, 498.83, 501.01, 503.52. That is this high and this high over there. All right, so that is QQQ. IWM, this is the one that I'm just saying, all right? I was very vocal about it at the bottom here. It doesn't make sense. If it's going to come down here, it does not freaking make sense that it's going to make its way up to 230, all right? So, you know, I knew things looked butt ugly over here on the daily time frame. But I also knew, hey, buyers are either going to defend here and you're going to die, or they're going to defend here and you start running back up, or they're not going to defend here and you're going to die. And then we know this move is probably out of the picture in the short term. All right. What happened? You found buyers stepping back in today. And yeah, I think they're about to take you for a ride. Get above 222.60. You have really nothing. Like, you could literally see you had a wide body red bar over here. You have absolutely nothing until, yeah, 224.94. Go above 222.60, look for 224.94, and then 226.64. That makes up our little supply zone over there. Support is going to be 221.97, 221.04, and then you really don't want to get back down there, considering that's under today's low. You just don't want to see it. It's not a pretty look on the chart. What is a pretty look on the chart is see how, you know, you got real close to these things about to you know, roll over. All right, the blue line was going to come under the white one. That's the 9 coming under the 21. What happened? All right, you sprung back up and you avoided it last second. What happened right here? You sprung back up, avoided it last second. Does that remind you of anything? Reminds me of that. All right, so, you know, I'm not saying that this thing is just going to keep, you know, continuing up here, but it does look like that is probably going to happen just going off of that daily time frame. And you also bounce right off the weekly 9 right there. All right, coming over to DIA, guys, I'm going to point out this is not a bullish look. All right, you're coming right into supply zone, and, you know, you clear as they find sellers off these short-term moving averages. What I will say is not the worst look is actually over here on a YM. There we go. All right, so I do like the fact you're kind of just like, you have rejection, you have rejection, you have rejection. This is at the 4-hour 21 EMA. All right, I don't know if anybody does actually trade the Dow, trade YM, trade your futures. But, you know, I don't trade the DIA ETF we were just talking about over there. If I'm trading, it's going to be over here. I like how you're kind of getting tight here. You're either about to start break it down from here, all right, and, you know, maybe that wasn't all she wrote to the downside, or you're going to find buyers right around here, and then you're going to push up. If you can get above 42,690, I think you start, you know, seeing this move right here. There you go. All right. And that's, you know, 200 points times 5. There's your, you know, per contract over $1,000 right there. All right. That was DIA. Now, this is another reason I say there's absolutely no reason for you to just think it's clear as day. We're going in one direction right now this week. We have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. All right. And if anybody wants to say they know what's going to happen, I think you're speaking out your ass. And I can speak out my ass too, but I prefer to speak out my mouth. And yeah, straight up. The thing can spike, it can die. It does not give us a bias right here. Not even freaking close. All right. If anything, it's looking more like it could spike. Considering, you keep trying to fade these moves, the bullish moves over here, and then you come back up. All right. So, it opened down here lower than the body of the actual candlestick from Friday. So, I was thinking this thing was going to sell today. What happened? All right. It didn't. All right. So uncertain times. I'm just saying there's absolutely no reason to sit there thinking you know what's going to come next, because if you're betting like that, that's a recipe for disaster. You don't want to think that. All right. So that is VIX. Those are the indices, guys. That's really why I think there's absolutely no reason to, there's no reason to have this risk on mentality to you. No financial advice. I definitely shared my thoughts over the last week where I thought it was best to take the risk off approach, size down, and we'll have our clear as day opportunities. And this week coming into them, straight up. Oh, I got you, man. You don't want me to speak with the poop coming out my butt? Oh, no. But yeah, real talk, guys. Clear as day coming into the week, it was crypto. We knew it was going to be, Bitcoin stocks. We knew for a fact those were going to be the hot things. Now we're seeing that happen. All right. So, it's pretty obvious when we see a sector lining up. Tesla over here, all right? So we'll start off with the big boys now, all right? I'm going to remind everyone, big fat weekly candlestick increasing volume. Reminds me of this guy over here. Over here, you actually sold down. Let's actually just mark that out. All right, so let's see how this week went. All right, where did you open? You opened at 247.71. Which day opened at 247.70? We could just look at Monday. What am I doing? Right over here, right here. All right. Am I right? Yeah, 247. So what happened? You did end up seeing a $20 move up. Only it would do that. You saw a $21 move up, followed by a $14 move down that week. All right. So we very clearly can get a volatile week following that big fat green candlestick. This week right here literally shows you that you can get a big move in both directions. If we were to see that move down here, that's pretty much like us coming to test 250 and then getting a bounce and then ending the week at 290, or not ending, but getting up there. All right. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I am definitely going to point out very bullish move right here. You pushed out, you found sellers right here. You found sellers once over here, but it was a lower high. Right here, you got the higher high. This pullback is clear as day of buying opportunity. If you see 250.96, I'm not telling you to do anything. But I'm definitely going to say that is your clear as day buying opportunity. And that's that. All right. And where do I think it's headed? These red lines above, guys. I do think above 271. We're coming at 278.98, 289.52, 299.29. All right. 289.52 is your gap right there. I think we are going to fill that. I'm actually going to change that into a green level. There you go. All right, so that's Tesla. I'm really liking how that looks. Apple, another thing that's set up perfectly into earnings for both directions, all right? Dude, it's going freaking nuts. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. What vertical? Oh my gosh. Guys. Sheesh. Sheesh. Guy's going nuts. I'm not telling anyone to take no big bets, but I'm telling you, if you got big bets in CLSK, I think you're going to make some money tomorrow. I think it's out of there. It's out of there. It's in the freaking stratosphere. There we go. Oh my God. I'm loving this so much. See, that's why we're going to talk about Bitcoin today in this video. This is exactly why. Apple, guys, it's set up to do either direction. Don't focus on it. There's no point. No point in focus on it right now. Microsoft, it's set up for either direction. You have a larger head and shoulders pattern. You could easily see this fade. You still technically didn't see a breakout from that little downtrend, the upper trend line from that pennant. False breakout, false breakout, false breakout, false breakout. 4 false breakouts, pretty freaking insane to me, all right? Either direction, guys. Either direction over here. Your support 426.10, 422.40. All right. Resistance 431.08, 435.30. Goog. This is the one that I'm gonna say, hey, all right. I don't encourage taking bets into earnings, but I'll definitely tell you this is the one chart I'm gonna say is definitely leaning to the bullish side. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. There's no arguing with it. Weekly time frame, basing above the weekly 9 and the weekly 21. Notice how you lost this guy and you have not gone back above it, and now you're dancing around it, and now we have earnings right here. This thing's about to fly. All right, it's about to fly. You actually saw a $2-something move down intraday within like 2 minutes. No, it was more than that. It was more than that. What is that? What is that? Within 4 minutes. These are minute candlesticks. 4 minutes, you saw $3.50 die. All right, you saw it die. Yeah, $2.60 within 2 minutes. So big player definitely sold over here. I don't know the reason. I thought we were going to get continuation off of that. You did not. All right. And instead, you had a successful break and retest off the top of this bull pennant / bull flag. And I'll also point out, this is whole thing is the right shoulder. Whole thing is just the equivalent of what we had over here. And now you're looking like you could run. All right. So, earnings going to give it the big move. Pretty much guaranteed. Earnings is either going to slam it down and kill this look, or it's going to give it flight, which I think it's probably going to give it flight. I actually also don't think premiums are priced too bad over here. I always get these stupid freaking hiccups when I'm talking on these videos. And it's not even a video, it's a live stream. It's okay. I'll breathe. We will just breathe. All right, guys. Meta over here getting rejected by the 583.04 level it broke down from. 1 rejection, 2, 3, 4, 5. Until you can get above there, nothing to really talk about on the bull side over here. I'm definitely going to say, coming into earnings, all right, another one I think we got on Wednesday, so going into Thursday. It's another one of those things, just like Goog, that's kind of clear as day bullish to me. It's not nearly as bullish as Goog, all right? Goog, we've been waiting for that one on this channel for a very long time. Over here at Meta, I'm just going to say, I think this is probably all the pullback you're going to get. Thinking about it. I think you're about to probably fly off these earnings. All right. Amazon, what do we got over here? We're not going to talk about it. You're just consolidating, looking all ugly and stuff over here. No reason to talk about it, all right? Let's talk about chips. SMH, looking pretty, not the best right there. Still rejecting supply. Nvidia, looking vulnerable right there. Break under the daily 9 right here. So get under... right there. All right, guys. So get under 138.46. That's going to be the low of this candlestick right there. You probably are going to have a straight shot down to 136.15. Now, if we get this opportunity over here, major buying opportunity, I don't think it's coming. At the end of the day, Nvidia is probably going to move with the market. So if the market pulls back big, Nvidia top watch on that pullback. And just to remind myself that Nvidia's top watch on that pullback, we'll have the alert right there. All right. If it happens, this is the one to bet big on right here. Nvidia 131 level right there. AMD, guys, it's perking up into earnings. Not looking too bad at all. I'm actually just going to reference this over here, where you didn't move at all. I actually remember you had a decent move down, I believe. And then you squoze up all day. Where is it? Am I looking at the wrong one? Where am I trying to look right now? I was too far back. All right, right over here, guys. Right over here. You had the actual move intraday. All right, like real talk. You had this move down during it. All right. But then you ended up opening right there. All right, literally right. Dude, this chart honestly looks like kind of the same everywhere on the chart. It has massive waves up and down the whole freaking time. This is kind of perfect, except for this crap. Honestly, real clean moves. But holy cow, they would have driven you freaking insane. Like, I remember this thing over here drove me freaking insane. And then it skyrocketed. There you go. But yeah, I remember trying to catch this little breakout over here. It was driving me freaking bonkers. It just didn't want to break out. Anytime it started pushing up, freaking get slammed back down. But yeah, AMD guys, it is a squeezer intraday. So I just want to, you know, make sure everyone knows that ahead of time. If you see no move, all right, no move off of earnings, and we have this bullish look still, I'm talking a squeezer. I'm talking a big squeezer as possible over here. It's very clearly, you know, turning a bullish leaf over here. You broke out from this little falling wedge slash bull pennant right there. I'm really liking the look of this thing. I know there's earnings and stuff like that. I'm not saying, you know, play it ahead of earnings, but if this thing doesn't make a big earnings move and it stays right around here and it maintains this bullish look, boom, boom, to the upside. All right. Squeeze City to the upside. That's a play that we could be looking forward to. Abco over here, guys. You're consolidating underneath the daily 9. I don't like how it looks. Break under 169.50. Probably have a straight shot down to 165.80. What I do like is over here on the weekly chart. The buyers are going to step in. It's going to be like right here. All right. Probably not going to want to bring you back down there. You know, so I like the weekly chart here. I don't like the daily chart. So, you know, it is going to move with the market, but, you know, short-term bearish. And that's why I say uncertain, guys. There's really no reason to talk about these things. We've got bullish somewhere over here. All right. We got bullish off this retest from over here. And then we got bullish right here. You were retesting here as well as you had your uptrend. Now I'm telling you, we're not going to get bullish right here. All right. You're retesting your uptrend right there. This is another one of them uncertain charts. All right. Pop above 152.22. That's like very clearly a big reaction spot here. You got a lot of reactions around the level. Pop above it intraday tomorrow. All right. Maybe you gap up. Maybe you come right here. You get some squeeze action up to 158.80. All right. I'm not saying it's happening because I'm not going to touch this thing. I have no reason to. You have no reason to. There are better things to be playing. Cough, cough, crypto stocks, because we called them out ahead of time, and now I'm screaming and shouting and banging the table right as they're happening. We clear as day have better setups to focus on. All right. ARM is at a confluence spot for bears. That's all I'll say. MU, another one that doesn't look too good. Break under 104.59. Probably coming down here towards 99 bucks. 111 is resistance. Above there, 116. SMCI, we're not going to talk about it. This thing is so freaking ugly. I wanted to put them back on the stocks we covered every day here. But, you know, I'm considering just taking them off. This thing is back to being a piece of garbage. It was like, oh my God, it's back. It's back. We got a reason to talk about it. No. The thing is traded absolutely freaking sideways and driven probably anybody you tried playing. Insane. All right. Now, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, to the freaking moon. To the freaking moon we go tomorrow. To the moon. Oh my, I'm happy right now. I was so excited about the CLSK play that I actually told my coworkers about it. All right. Some of these guys, basically one of my guys, Dan, he asked me, sometimes he sees, not sometimes, like every freaking time. He's like, what's hot right now? What do you see? Like, if you had to put something in it, what would you see? And I never have any, because in the nature of this game, all right? Like something I saw and told you about last week, if you come to me a week later, it's not the same opportunity. It's not at all. All right? Things move freaking quick. I was so excited about this one that I was like, dude, this is a 5 to 10x opportunity. Weekly's right here, 13C, 14C. Oh my God. So I also got my girlfriend involved in this one. So we're going to see how this goes. I hope I make everyone happy. And I hope you guys are really freaking happy. We called this just clear as day ahead of time. We knew things were heating up here. We knew this dip right here was your buying opportunity for this next move up. Guys, CLSK could very well be heading to $15 freaking dollars tomorrow.
That was easy.
There you go. Why are we not getting more hype, guys? Am I the only one super hyped about this? This is freaking insane. Bitcoin's actually doing the thing. All right. We knew above here, you had very little until right here. Absolutely nothing. Quick move happens. You know, if it holds for tomorrow, guys, we're talking, 10% gap ups over here. Can I look at Mara? Of course we're looking at Mara, all right? This is going to be the focus of this live stream, all right? We're going to take our dear sweet time, though, my guy, all right? Coin, all right? Held the daily 9 test. Coin's coming in this golden pocket tomorrow. We could potentially be seeing 230 to 245. That's what I'm seeing. Bitcoin starts pushing all-time highs. Coin's going to 300 bucks, all right? Recent price end of the year, I have absolutely no idea. That is a straight, not to sound like a dickhead, all right? I am no douchebag. Sometimes, if someone shows me douchebag energy, I will certainly be. Someone called me out today. They were like, "Are you being sarcastic?" I was like, "Yeah." "Are you being impatient with me?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm feeling pretty impatient right now." 100%. She just started giving me attitude, so I started giving her attitude. I was like, "Yo, listen, my job is dealing with freaking this crap. All right, most of the stuff I deal with is just dude, it's people who don't read. All right, it's people who have the instructions on their phones. They can use Google. They just decide not to, and they come into a store for the person to do it all for them, even though on their screen it gives them instructions on how to reconnect things. And you know, you can easily hit the change password button and all that crap. Regardless, all right, no douchebag. We're just taking our time. All right, held the daily 9. Probably going to see some fireworks over here on Coin. Coming over MSTR, guys. This thing, honestly, you got earnings right around the corner Wednesday after hours. I think this thing's going to 300 bucks. All right. Call me crazy. I think it's going to 300 bucks. I don't think there's a reason with what Bitcoin's doing right now. And then there's the most bullish guy on Bitcoin that runs that company. I can almost guarantee on his earnings call, he's going to hype the living crap out of that thing. And this thing's going to be at like 300 bucks. There it is. There we go, bro. There we go. You called it. You did call it. All right. We'll come over here to Mara. All right. So Mara is second pick here. Second pick. Why? Because you have earnings right here and you can't buy time, which means, you know, you can't really take a big bet over here and feel good about it. At least for me. I don't feel good about taking short-term big bets. I feel good about taking, you know, bigger bets with time. CLH is a piece of shit. CLH just pissed me off. Two extremes. CLH is the giant piece of fucking turd. So that's that. We will talk about some CLH too. I'll actually talk about this. We gave this trade idea out the other day. I don't know who ended up giving me the ticker request over on Twitter. But yeah, we pointed out this was the break and retest entry over there last week. I did not take it. It was on the focus list last week. I did mention that it was more of a longer term setup. You just broke out from this 2-year inverse head and shoulders pattern. This move could be explosive, but it probably will take time. All right. So date. I actually looked at the option chain today, and you know, yeah, no, I'm actually glad I didn't play this one. But you know, I mean, it would have already made the move I was looking for. Regardless, it's going right here. And then before we go back over Bitcoin, I'll just point out CLH right here, guys. All right. I know we got a bunch of stuff here. Until it gets above this weekly 9, I'm going to say this thing is still in the turd bucket. All right. It's a piece of garbage. It's a garbage stock until we can get above here. I'm salty about it. Maybe you're salty about it. We could be salty together. But you know, you come over here the daily time frame. You did just break out of that fallen wedge, but you know, you're getting rejection right here at the short-term moving average. This is exactly where you don't want to get the rejection. You want to get above and stay above. You literally found bars, found sellers, and you find more sellers underneath. It's not a good look. I will not deny. All right. I actually had the thought today of like, this thing looks like it could start coming down to a new low. So, you know, keep these things in mind. Next one, I'm going to point out Oklo. We keep pointing out Oklo, and I will keep pointing out that this thing's probably going 25, 30 bucks. Guess where it hit today? Oh, what is the high? 25.37. All right. So we did end up going 25, 30 bucks. We did it sooner than expected. I thought we were going to get a little bit more of a pullback over here. All right. But this is something that probably will keep running on these pullbacks. So something to keep on your radar if you would like. Now, coming back over here tomorrow, guys. Now, we do have this 919 high over here. I can almost guarantee not almost guarantee, I can guarantee if Bitcoin opens up where it is right now, all right, above 71K. Yeah, Mara's opening up near 20 bucks. That's going to definitely be a thing. I think we're open to like 5 to 10% gap ups and then 10 to 20% days tomorrow. We're going to say 15 to 20% days tomorrow. So, you know, what would that be over here on Mara? That would be literally coming to 22 schmeckles, guys. And we called it well before the move. We called it when it was down here. We called it when it started going. We called it when it was, over here. If it pulls back, it's a buying opportunity. What happened? You're right back up. The fact that we spent all of that time pulling back, like a week, and then within 1 day, you shoot back up to new high. Guys, it tells us we're about to freaking see a next leg up. Like, that this is clear as day market structure that leads to a next leg up. There you go. Yep, Mara to $23 easy. I could see that tomorrow. All right. Like I've seen Mara have a 40% day. Are we about to see some crazy shit? It's kind of time. It's kind of time. Let's see it. Let's see it, ladies and gents. Let's fucking see it. Pardon my French. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. You're hyped. We're all hyped. We're having good times. Good times. All right. I always I throw it in there on my channel. I have the saying, make sure you have a good time. All right. There are easy ways to make sure you have a good time. And, it really is patience. And, like this is clear as day. This is a sector that's about to go. All right. It was a sector that was about to go down here. We called it out on the breakout right here. All right. It was a sector that was about to go there. And then we point out this pullback buying opportunity. And it's now also a sector that's still about to go. There are easy ways to have a good time continuously. And I'm going to be honest, just put on your watch list all of the stocks that we go over in our weekly videos. And you will clear as day see that these set up all together all at once continuously. All right. You're going to see the oil stock set up. You're going to see the Bitcoin stock set up. You're going to see the big tech stock set up. You're going to see the semiconductors conductor stocks set up. And guess what, guys? Here's the best freaking part. Oh, and small cap setup. Here's the best part, guys. They all do it at different times most of the time. All right? Like, I'm serious. Don't make it difficult for yourself. We know these are like, the 20 to 30 top actively traded stocks. They have liquidity. All right? The option chains are liquid. They have consistent movement because so many people are trading them. We continuously have setups in these. Make it easy for yourself. Right now, this week, the easy move to make it so you had a good time was crypto stocks. All right. CLSK, guys, break above 12.99. This thing is coming to 15 schmeckles. All right. I'm talking we could see a 15, 20% day tomorrow over here. I think we're going to probably be pushing 15. And, I'm going to be like, get the frack out. But then I also know we're probably coming up here. I'm not even going to tell you guys what to do about this one because I don't want to tell people to sell early. And then the thing freaking pumps. I'm going to be honest. Right here, TP1. Somewhere in here, TP2. Leave your 1/3 left of your position for up here. That's how I would approach this. That's how I'm going to approach this. That's how I think the best move is for your mental. There you go. All right, guys, like I'm serious. This thing's about to freaking explode. I don't want to repeat myself too much over here, but this is definitely looking juicy. I don't really watch Riot, but I know Riot was on a tear. Riot is still on a tear. You just hit your 0.618 fib today. Guess what? You get your 10% day, guys. You're getting over the 0.786 fib, and at that point, you're coming up here. All right, so Riot. I don't play this guy, but it's definitely looking really good. What you think on Nvidia tomorrow? Look at Hut real quick for, oh my God, Hut's going. Hut's taking out this high. Hut's taking out this high tomorrow. All right, let's look at Nvidia. How are we looking on Nvidia? Holds 140. Honestly, I'm just going to say, above daily 9, you're still either consolidating, getting ready for the next move up. Underneath daily 9, which I'm also just going to say break under 138.46, this low right here. You're probably coming down here to 136.15. And I pointed out earlier, this is the major buying opportunity over here on Nvidia. Clear as day. You don't have structure here. You don't have structure here. You don't have structure. It's right here. All right. It's right here. This is where we actually do have the bodies of the candlesticks, and this is where we have the weekly 9 over here. You did break down underneath this little uptrend here. So, I'm going to stick with what I was saying the other day. I think chips are vulnerable. I think Nvidia is still vulnerable. It doesn't look like the best look. You got an uptrend. You got a touch point, touch point, touch point. You broke down, retest. All you need to do is lose the short-term moving average, and the thing could honestly start, tumbling. That's how it's looked to me. So I'm not going to call it strong or nothing like that. I'm going to say you kind of had a parabolic move here, and it looks like you definitely can pull back over here. So we're bullish on the pullback if it comes, but it is definitely something I am aware of, that it can pull back. I'm also going to say AMD looks immaculate right now. So if it doesn't move off of earnings, this is going to be top watch on the chips. That is that. All right, guys, I'm going to conclude this live stream here. I hope you guys did enjoy. I know it ran 35 minutes here. But, I hope you guys were having a good time. I'm having a good time. Just kind of reviewing some charts with you guys going into tomorrow. I'm getting hyped about Bitcoin, guys. I'm so freaking hyped. I hope I didn't get too hyped for you guys. But I'm definitely going to say, yeah, good things are going to be coming tomorrow, guys. I hope good things are coming to you. And, yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch you guys over in the next one, which will be tomorrow. And then, guys, go follow the Twitter. I'm about to post some charts on the Twitter. So that'll be fun. All right, guys. I will catch y'all in the next one. Have lovely sleep. Big day tomorrow. By that, I mean we're probably going to be up early checking Bitcoin's price. No, not checking Bitcoin's price. We're going to be looking on the Webull app. We're going to be opening those eyes, all like, sleepy eyes. You know what I'm talking about. And you just go and check your Webull app. And you're like, oh, that's up this week. Oh, guess what we're going to see? We're going to see CLSK, Mara, Riot, Coin, MSTR up 5 to 10% to start the day. What are we going to see, if Bitcoin just literally holds where it is intraday? We're talking immediate 10 to 15 squeeze, all right? It's going to be 10 to 15% squeeze. It's going to be nuts, all right? So I'm excited. Hope y'all excited.